We are not even, 100 days roughly into Donald Trump's second term, and already one of his cabinet officials is being pushed toward the exit. It is, of course, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, the Fox News guy who somehow ended up running the Pentagon. He is now at the center of so much chaos, so many leaks, national security scandals, that NPR is now reporting that the White House is actively exploring a replacement for Hegseth. He will probably be gone soon. And this is not coming from liberal media spin. It's coming from inside the building. What happened to the loyalty that Donald Trump demands? Apparently, even that has limits when your hand-picked defense secretary, who has no business being in such a role, leaks war plans in a group chat with a journalist, leaks war plans in a group chat with his wife. A historic implosion and a predictable one. We all knew it. Sometimes I ask myself, how is it that the White House and the then Trump transition team couldn't see what was so obvious to you and to me and the entire human race, okay, to cite some song lyrics, that Pete Hegseth didn't have what it takes to be Secretary of Defense. We all knew it. And now Hegseth has been caught using Signal to share sensitive, should be classified information about American airstrikes in Yemen. His inner circle at the Pentagon is falling apart. We reported yesterday that key staffers are leaving and publicly blasting the incompetence. The New York Times confirmed the leaks. Multiple sources have come forward. So this is not a rumor mill. This is a national security crisis. And Republicans are starting to break ranks. This is another sign that Hegseth is going to have to go. Congressman Don Bacon, Republican from Nebraska, chair of the House Armed Services Subcommittee, says Hegseth needs to go. And the quote really says it on. He said, quote, "If a Democrat did this, we'd be demanding a scalp." Genocidal imagery aside, the translation is this is not just embarrassing. This is an unsustainable national security threat. What is Trump saying? Well, you'll hear from him directly in a moment. But when he was asked whether he still supports Pete Hegseth, he snapped and said, "Why would you even ask me a question like that?" This is Donald Trump's mess. You pick a cable news commentator to run the Pentagon. People say, look at these red flags. Security lapses, no qualifications, incompetence, possible drinking problem, and you go forward anyway. And now that it starts blowing up, Trump acts confused and offended that anybody has the audacity to say, do you stand behind this guy? So every indication at this point is that Pete Hegseth is going down and that Donald Trump is too dysfunctional to admit it until they found the replacement, which probably will be quite soon. We are 100 days in and the White House is melting down, unable to handle the first major cabinet implosion. And let's look at how Trump handled simple questions about this. Every time we call out Donald Trump's authoritarianism, the right calls it media hysteria. But I want to remind you that Trump admits he's looking for ways to defy the Constitution and maybe even pursue another term. Now, if you don't know the bias behind your news, you might believe, oh, Trump's just teasing us. There's nothing here. Go to ground.news/Pacman and see how media bias influences more than your perception from Trump's policy and ability to understand and undermine constitutional norms. I've been with Ground News for years now because this is what they do. They expose the hidden agendas behind reporting sources and make it easy to compare coverage and understand critical issues. Even better, if I'm reading a story on another site, the Ground News browser extension will flag the source's political bias and give me other reports on the same story so I can verify the information. My viewers get 40% off the same unlimited Vantage plan that I use, so you get their top tier plan for just $5 a month. Go to ground.news/Pacman. The link is in the description, or scan the QR code.